Are we good? Alright. I have a whole bunch of drinks, which is probably going to be a recipe for disaster. But we're going to move at least one of them, because at least one of those is getting knocked or spilt or clips going in it or something like that. So, hey, is everything okay? Can you hear me okay? Music levels and everything, all of that. I got a bit confused by microphones today. Levels sound good. Perfect. So, let's bring everything over so that we can go through. All sounds good. Perfect. That's what we like to hear. It's actually light outside. I feel like it's the first live stream I've done where it's like properly light out. I've turned the light on, so as it gets darker, hopefully we'll still have some lighting, but we'll see. We'll see. It feels like forever since I've live streamed, to be honest. I think it's like 3 weeks-ish, with holiday and everything. Yeah, it's horrible bringing back early night time. No, it's good. We like summer. But yes, I fully intended to live stream last week, but I got back from my holiday the day before and didn't get in until like midnight. So it's just no. It didn't happen. Hello, I'm new. Hi, welcome. It's lovely for you to join us. So yes, today I am sewing up this Feral Error print. So it's a custom water bottle bag that was ordered at one of my recent markets by a lovely friend of mine, and I thought it was the perfect thing to sew up. I have been ill, so I'm not sure how long I'm going to be live and if we're going to have a chance to finish it all, but we'll see. We'll get as much done as we can, and yeah. So as I say, Feral Error print. This is the H2O to go from Linds Handmade, and yeah, I've never sewn one live before, so don't know how it's gonna go. But we don't know till we try, do we? So the other week before I went on holiday, I did a traveller sling and I managed to sew it up in an hour, which, how did we manage that? But we'll see. So I'm going to start by doing the front pocket, and I'm using one of my brand new branded zipper pulls for the first time, and I'm so excited. So it's got my logo on it, and I don't know, what do you all think? Can you actually tell what it's supposed to be? Is that even focusing? We'll see. But we're going to start with the pocket, so we're going to need the main body piece, front pocket, and front pocket lining. Yeah, the zipper looks good. I'm glad. I love it. I'm so proud of it, but I also feel like it's a little conceited. I just feel like, I don't know, it's a little egotistical, but also, like, all the big brands do it, so why shouldn't I? Like, alright, I need my zipper tabs as well. We've got those. What? Oh, there they are. There we go. So I'm going to start by putting the ends on my zipper tape. Love that. Oh, thank you. So yeah, I'm so excited by them. But as I say, I do swing back and forth between they're the best thing ever and I'm so conceited. But we'll see. Once I start using them on products, I think I'll be okay with it. But this is the first time I'm using it. It looks great. Thank you. It literally arrived the day I was packing in to leave for holiday. So I opened them up, got all excited, and then couldn't touch them. So, but as I say, this is actually a bag for a friend of mine. So I figured it was the perfect first project for them. Right, let's just check I'm doing this the right way up. Yeah. Show your new clip spell. Yes, when I was on holiday, one of the things I got for myself was, now if you've seen my live streams in the past, you'll know, usually my clips are all over my machine, but I got this little bowl and it's a little flower and it is adorable and I love it. So for now, we're organised. I don't know how long that's going to last before I resort to my old ways. So I was back in here properly. Yesterday I did a personal project, but today was the first day back, like working, making stock, and I'm finally started work on the Itter bag that I have been promising for months now. So yeah, I did actually start that today. So there is a tutorial coming, but that is a way off because I still need to finish the bag and then actually edit it all, and yeah. So it's probably going to be another few weeks before anyone sees that. But it's already super cute and I love it. About bloody time. I know. So one of my most popular videos ever on YouTube, it's got literally the most watch time out of any of my content, is a short that's less than 1 minute long of me speed running an Itter bag with, and everyone just commented, can you do a tutorial, can you do a tutorial? And I've always said no, but it's changing, things are changing. Right, I have pre-wound a bunch of bobbins, so we should be okay. And yeah, we're just going to work our way through and see how far we get. So I've just put my zipper tabs in between my zipper tape, and I'm just going to whiz across and attach them. And grab the other end. There we go. Last time I made one of these bags, I forgot to put my zipper tape on, and it got to the point where I was just about to sew it onto the final bag. Luckily I realised before I attached it all and everything, but I had to unstitch one of my zipper ends, and yeah, it was a real faff. So not making that mistake again. I am incredibly surprised it's the first time I've ever done that. But there's a first time for everything, isn't there? So I'm just going to pin these back out the way, and then we're going to top stitch, make it all neat and tidy. So okay, let's pull that back. And as I say, I'm just clipping these just to keep them lined up nice and straight. Switch to a top stitch and then get it the right way round, that would help. And just going to whiz across, back stitch in so nothing comes undone. And the other side. Was that nugget I just heard? Yes, he just got up and got on to the spare bed. So he's chilling. He's chilling. He's a good boy. So he's a very sleepy boy as well. But there we go. So we've got our ends enclosed and our zipper pull not forgotten. So I'm literally just going to mark my center so that I know where I'm going and that we can get everything on straight. And I'm not going to use scissors for this because I don't want my zipper tape to fray everywhere. I've got a pen. There we go. Yeah, you'll hear Nugget snoring in a minute. He's settled over there. So, there we go. Right, nice and centered. And then I will quickly do the same with my pocket piece. There we go. So, I am going to work out where my logo tag is, first of all. Have I got one? Oh yes I do. There we go. I thought I'd got one out. So I'm just using one of my little ribbon tags today. And I'm just going to pop it down by the zipper tab and I'm going to baste it on so we don't forget it, because I'm terrible at branding literally anything I make. There we go. If I don't put it on as soon as I remember, it's going to be forgotten again, and then we'll end up with yet another make with no branding on it. There we go. Right, so let's work out which way our zipper's going. So we want to open it, close it this way. I have to do that literally every time. I still haven't got it in my head. So we're going to match up our center marks. So this one is definitely the most fiddly that I have dared to sew up live. Oh hey mum, didn't realise that was you. Yeah, I figured. I'm on it. So we are going to pin this in place, or not pin, clip. And Liv. Hi Liv! So, there we go. So I'm not going to worry about the curves for now, I'm just going to get the lengths on there so that we can work out the curves later. I thought it was the other Jules that tunes in. But... yeah, I'm collecting Julia's. I've got a couple. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I love that there's regulars. That just makes my heart happy. I see you all. So now we're going to do some wrestling to get this to curve nicely around the bend, and we're going to use 50 million clips to do so. There we go. The more clips we use, the less likely it is to shift, which means neater outcomes. So I have been making a bunch of these water bottle bags recently just because I am getting ready for summer, hopefully. And I've just found that these water bottle bags are quite popular sort of going into the summer months and holidays, and people drinking water and like carrying water bottles with them a bit more. So, and I shared a bunch and then I got the custom request. So what I'm going to do is I'm literally going to baste around this to hold it in place, and then we're going to make the inside lining pocket, because I'm going to add a little mesh zipper pocket, slip pocket to that. So we're just going to get all this in place and then we will build that. So I'm just using a basting stitch right now, because especially with these curves, we don't want to go messing with those. So a lot of people hack this pattern so that they don't have the curved pocket on the front, but I like it. I think it's handy, so I like to make it with them, and it's more challenging, and so I find it more fun. There we go. So we're just coming round that curve and then home straight. There we go. So there we go, and just doing the basting just means it's not going to shift around on us. So I did not get, where are you? There you are. So I've got a little piece of net and it's got a little piece of fold over elastic on the top, just so that it's a bit more grippy and it holds on. And we are going to drop it. Just gonna clip it, and I'm gonna, so it's gonna look like I'm doing it upside down, but I'm gonna do a line of stitching and then flip it up so that that raw edge is encased in the seam, just to keep it all nice, hidden, neat, tidy. I mean, you're not going to see the bottom of this pocket because it's going to be kind of buried in there, but I'll know it's there, so I like to know that I've done it neatly. So I'm just going to quickly whiz a line of stitching along there, just to hold it. Now, this net fabric is, I'm loving it, but it's also the bane of my existence at this point because it's so stretchy that it's constantly warping. There we go. And yeah, so straight that side, but it's stretched and warped a little down here, but that's okay. That's okay. We can live with it. So that's what seam allowances are for. So I'm just now gonna, I'm gonna fold that up so that we've got that nice neat edge, and then we're gonna clip it, and then again just baste it in place. So, oh, well, I've warped that, haven't I? There we go. And just one more at the top there. So we've got our nice little pocket, and I'm just going to again baste these sides, and then we will attach it to the zipper panel. Okay. And back down the other side. Trim our tails, and we've got slip pocket. This is the fiddly bit. This is the bit I hate doing. So wish me luck, because doing it on live, we'll see how it goes. But Liv wants to know what size water bottle bear. It fits one of my 20-ounce tumblers, which I do not know what that is in mil, but I have managed to fit a 2-litre bottle of Coke in one of them. So it's quite flexible. The standard version doesn't fit like one of the water bottles with a handle like the Stanleys, but it will fit most straight bottles. Yeah, I will have to investigate really. So yeah, I mean, the 2-litre bottle of Coke was pushing it a little bit, Hi, hello, you've actually caught us in time. Oh darn, bigger than I thought. I assumed it was Monster Can. No, so as I say, it does fit one of my tumblers in quite nicely, but it fits much bigger bottles as well. To be honest, one of my tumblers, there's a bit of wiggle room in there, so I don't actually have one on hand. I should probably have had one on hand that's all sewn up so you can actually see. I've got a bunch in my stock boxes ready for markets because I have actually booked another market. Hey, look, I made it while you're still working on it, not finishing. Yes, I know. As soon as I saw your name, yeah. It's literally, you always come in like the last 10 minutes. But we're doing a H2O to go today because we're getting ready for summer. And it's for my lovely, lovely friend Jo from the Folk Witch Apothecary, who, if any of you regularly watch my vlogs, or I know a bunch of you do, I rave about Jo all the time. I absolutely love her products. So, yeah. I'm super excited to be making something for her. There we go. So I'm just being really careful to try and keep that zipper tape as straight as possible. You can be, while I work. Love that. Love that, love that. I love putting on like work with me videos and sort of other small business vlogs while I'm working, because then I just don't feel quite so alone. Like, it's nice company, so I'm really happy that I can be that for someone. Right, actually, let's open this zipper tape while we can still access it as much as possible. There we go. And tuck that down out of the way. I've also got to be careful because these zipper pulls are bigger than my normal ones. So I don't want to go damaging, breaking any needles. I know I say this every single week, but it still remains one of my biggest fears is hitting some kind of hardware and breaking a needle. I have done it before. I don't particularly want to do it on a live stream. So I do have glasses though, so at least there's some kind of built-in safety goggles. So just clipping this all and sandwiching right sides together. So let's get that in there. And what I will probably do is sew this halfway and then move the zipper and try again. Needles in hardware is never fun. No, it's really, really not. But it's the risks we run. So I will sew it from this side, I think. And we're just gonna whiz around it. And as I say, being very, very careful to make sure the zipper tape and zippers are all out of the way. Because, yeah. I did manage to sew through one of my old sewing clips at one point though. Like, just went straight through it. Which, I was very impressed with my machine. Not so impressed with myself. Alright. Let's make sure everything is sitting nice and straight. So I can feel the zipper tape through my material, so I'm just making sure it's all sitting nice, straight and as flat as possible. I've done that and I've sewn through my hump. I have sewn through a hump jumper as well, yeah. Yeah. And a roll of tape. I left one of my 8-inch rolls of tape. It got stuck to the bottom of a project and I just sewed straight across it. So that was fun getting it out because that was nice and sticky. There we go. Right, we actually got around that smoother than I thought we were going to, so that's nice. Right. Now, where are my pinking shears? There they are. So, what's a hump jumper? So it's a little bit of... I'm not going to be able to find mine now, am I? It basically, so when you've got some really thick seams, it's a little bit of plastic that you can kind of put in, and it just raises your presser foot so that it doesn't tilt and you don't get skip stitches. Yeah, I don't even know where mine is, to be honest. But I don't tend to use it. I tend to just wedge a little bit of fabric in there because I'm lazy and chaotic. So I'll have a look, see if I can find it at some point, because it is useful and it's definitely worth using. Unless you're me and just chaotic and feral. But it's why I always keep a handful of scraps and I just kind of fold it up as thick as the seam just to balance the presser foot. It works. But yeah, but it's all designed so it's got like the little slit in for the needle, and it's definitely better to use them. I brought a hump jumper foot. I did not know that was a thing. I will have to look into that. I do have a new presser foot that I'm excited to try. So it is a piping foot. So I have done piping once before, but I tried to do it with a zipper foot. But this time I've brought something brand new and fancy, and I'm excited to try it because I'm doing it on the Itter bag. So it's got, I've put piping on here, and right now it's looking nice and fancy. I don't know if it's going to look like that once I add the gusset, but it feels really fancy right now and I'm a little scared. I'll send you a link to the cart, but it's a US shop, but yeah, no, that would be great, because then even if I just reverse image search or something or get the title, that would be really helpful. Thank you. So, turning it all out and lining it straight as possible. And I think we actually did a pretty good job on that. So, we've got our front panel, and then we've got a little pocket on the inside, and our super cute little zipper pull. And I've just realised it actually works because the floral's in the print. So, it's cute. It feels so professional. I know I keep saying that, but I really do. It makes me feel so fancy. So I'm just going to close up this end and top stitch around to make it all nice and neat. Cute. Yeah. So it's actually technically the iris from my logo, but I don't know. I'm so worried that people won't know what it is. And that it hasn't translated well, but I'm so excited just because the iris is so important to me, because of my nan and stuff. Suddenly realised the pattern has plus. Yeah, I know, I literally just realised that when I held it up. So, distracted by feral raccoons. I mean, who isn't? Actually, let's undo this because that will probably be easier. There we go. And I'm just making sure everything's laying nice and flat as we go around with our top stitch. go. Home stretch. And then I'm just gonna whiz across the bottom to keep it all together in one piece. There we go. Music gone. Oh, let's see what we can do about that. Oh, I think it literally just crashed. I think that's working again now. Thanks for letting me know. So, let's do that. And we're all nice and neatly top stitched. Back on. Perfect, thank you. So, yeah. Now we need to attach this. I didn't notice, neither did I. So we're going to attach this to our main body piece, and then we're going to add a second pocket in the lining, and yeah, be done with the front. But we're a way off that yet, so I'm gonna sound for the win. Bonus points. So I'm gonna lay it out flat, and then we're gonna flip it up to make sure that everything's orientated correctly. And then I'm just gonna clip it. And we're gonna put a couple so that it's nice and secure. And then I'll hop back down to the bottom and work our way up to the curve. Whoop whoop lift. Whoop whoop. So we're just going to clip, and like we did with the front panel, we are just going to ease it around the curves, and then we'll baste it in. So I'm just kind of creating like a little bowl, and the zipper tape naturally wants to sit up, so I'm just kind of letting it do that and letting the fabric kind of form around the zipper tape, so that it just kind of tells me where it wants to be, and hopefully that way we get less lumps and bumps. So I'm going to come from the other side. And work our way up. And yeah, lots and lots of clips. Because, as I say, I find the more clips you use, the less it's going to shift on you. And it might be overkill, but I'd rather it be overkill and have nice, crisp curves than it being lumpy bumpy all over the place. There we go. So I am gonna put it face down like this, and then fold this panel out the way while we sew. And this is just a basting stitch for now. So just 1/8 of an inch whiz around, making sure I know where my zipper pull is. I did try using staples. Honestly, I forget about them. And then I'm trying to take them out of a mostly finished bag, or trying to dodge them as I'm sewing, and yeah. I do have one somewhere that I have specifically in here for bag making. But yeah, it just didn't really work for me. But on particularly tight stubborn curves, I have resorted to it a couple of times. Also, I stab myself with them, like a lot. I keep them on long enough space to remove them and then do. Touche. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. But as I say, I always end up stabbing myself on them. They're sharp little things. Or send them flying across the room as I try and take them out. There we go. Just whizzle on the straights. And it is starting to come together. A little squished, but that is the base of our bag. Surely extra holes in the fabric they're using staples. I do that too. I've come to the conclusion that I am no longer allowed to think safety. I'm going to claim that it's a safety tip and not just disability. But I think it has saved my fingers. In all honesty, I am amazed that I haven't sewn through a finger, especially with this little baby. And with regard to holes, you would staple within the seam allowance, so you wouldn't actually see it. And as long as you don't go too close together, and at that point you'll end up perforating, and then it'll just be like those little dotted line tears. But yeah, other than that, it's, yeah. Hello, how are you this evening? I haven't had a chance to make the stickers yet. I literally came in here for the first time properly yesterday since my holiday. So yeah, I will be making some stickers though, thank you, and I absolutely love it. I'm so excited. Where's the back of our panel? There it is. And then we got our pocket piece and pocket piece. So I've got a little piece of my main print, and I'm just going to do it for a pocket, so when you open this up you'll have a little pop of the print in the pocket as well. You're the most one. I had a lovely holiday, thank you, although I came back and I caught the toddler plague. That's what you get for spending 10 days with 2 toddlers. But it was completely worth it, it really was. But yeah, so I have spent, what, about a week, just under a week, feeling a little sorry for myself. But touch wood, I'm back on form. And yeah, I've just got a little bit of a lingering cough, but nothing too bad. But it was just lovely to step away. I think I needed that time away from this room, because even when I tell myself that I'm going to take a break, I'm still thinking about it, I'm still planning. Whereas running around after 2 toddlers, it's got a good way of keeping you occupied. So I'm just putting the 2 pieces of my pocket together and sewing top and bottom, just to give us some nice neat edges. I'm not bothering with the sides because it's going to be in the seam allowance, so we don't need to sew those. There we go. I had 181 break before YouTube told me off with a flight to few more. It's alright for some, isn't it? We can't all go taking months-long breaks. Plus, I think I'd go crazy if I went that long without sewing. No, I really did miss it. So yesterday I came in and I did a bit of a personal project, just to kind of get me back in the swing of things. Because, yeah, I didn't want to do anything too stressful. And so, yeah, I just bought something for myself. If it turns out, it turns out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So it was the Necessaire Double. It's a Spanish, from a Argentinian. That's the word, lady. So lovely. She was so lovely. Oh, there we go. That's the cough coming up. Oh dear. Oh, that's what I mean. I'm mostly okay, and then every so often I'll get that tickle in my throat. But yeah, so I made a little zipper pouch for myself, and that was really cute and got me back in the swing of things. And yeah, and then today I was back at it properly, doing fun, adventurous things. Oh dear, sorry. Oh, I'm gonna have to get a drink that isn't coffee. This is why we have 2 drinks. Oh, okay, that's better. But I need to make sure that all my drinks are well out of the way, otherwise they will go flying. So I'm just rolling out our pocket seams so that it's nice. It's literally just a square. It's nothing overly fascinating right now. Oh.
Medicinal lemon.
Oh, thank you. 3rd drink for the mix. Sam's just made me some lemon. She's lovely. Right, let's squish this all out nice. And yeah, and then I'm just going to top stitch. I'm going to sew along the bottom, and that will count as our top stitching. So we're just gonna add to moderator duties. Thank you. Like, the lemon really does help. Really does. There we go. So, we've got our pocket all top stitched, and then I'm going to grab my very curly back pocket piece, and where I've got this line drawn, I'm just going to place the edge of the pocket and top stitch it so that we've got an extra little slip pocket in there. Yeah, I have done that. Thought I did it the wrong way up then. So, pop it on there. So, and I'm just gonna baste it down the sides and top stitch along the bottom to hold it nicely in place. Just get the needle in the right spot. And there we go. And we've got second slip pocket. So now this piece is going to go on the back here. So when you open your pocket, you'll have a back to it. And we're just gonna find the center. I am terrible at remembering to find centers, aren't I? Little snip. And then we are going to do the whole process all over again. There is a whole lot of clipping curves on this. So, but it is worth it. Facebook is being rude. I'll send you the link on TikTok. Oh, bless you, thank you. Right. So, and we don't need to be as cautious with this one. Damn Facebook. I know, it's been such a pain in the butt recently. I've been trying to apply to like new markets and stuff, and contacting different markets and stuff. It's just throwing a tantrum and not letting me. But it's cool. I found a couple of local ones that we're going to be doing, because my normal markets, the market that I have previously done the most is not running this year, and it's kind of thrown me in a bit of a loop. And so I am trying to find I'm trying to find new events and new markets. And yeah, so I'm going to be doing one in Newport Pagnell later this month. And I haven't logged into MySpace in forever. MSN Messenger. I had Bebo, I never had MySpace. I used to love my Bebo. Like, it was like vampire ballerina themed. Which, I mean, I guess says a lot really, doesn't it? MSN was so, it was, I loved it. With having like the song lyrics as your screen name. Classic emo. Yeah. I love it, we should bring that back. Alright, so there we go. I've got that all clipped on there. So I'm just gonna whiz around. Send Yahoo chat, MySpace, one of my faves after AOL. I never had AOL. My friend had AOL, but I only ever had MySpace. Not MySpace, MSN. And I remember speaking on MSN, playing RuneScape and listening to Meatloaf. Best time. Best time ever. I miss RuneScape. It's not the same anymore. I did try and have a look at RuneScape recently, and it is, even old school RuneScape has outdated me, and it made me feel really sad. Like, yeah, old school RuneScape is now too modern. Loaf meat. Yeah, my dad always used to say we play Meatloaf until our ears bleed, and if our ears aren't bleeding, then the volume is not loud enough. I still love me some RuneScape. I just couldn't. I tried, but it wasn't the same. It didn't have the same like old school vibes. I did love WoW. I played World of Warcraft a lot, but I could never get back into RuneScape. So I'm just tucking all of this out the way because we don't want to catch anything we shouldn't be. I can't get into my account anymore. I haven't tried for a long time. Classic or the update. I tried Classic, but it was a more recent version than my memories, and I didn't like it. I was actually, while I was away, talking to my brother-in-law because he's been playing RuneScape again, so we were chatting about it. Tibia, I don't remember Tibia at all. We're nerds. Oh, very much so. Very much so. But I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I was playing Pokemon Leaf Green while on holiday, and I love that. I've been so into it. But I do miss the luxuries of the modern Pokemon games. I'd forgotten an awful lot. And I started playing and instantly I was like, where's my XP share? Like, when do I get my bike? And Sam was telling me, like, no, you have to wait, you have to earn these things. I'm like, I want it now. And at home too, on the big telly, yes. Yeah. I love my Switch, I love that it goes on the TV. So the Switch is actually the first console I've had that I've not had to share, like with siblings and things. So it makes me feel so happy that I've got my own console. And we have a pocket. So we've got a slip pocket on the back and then a mesh slip pocket on the front. I am just going to go round and top stitch this to make it look all nice and neat, but then our pocket is done. So we are just gonna top stitch round here, pulling it nice and straight. Bobbin check. It doesn't sound empty, but I think once I've done this, I will have to check the bobbin. Like, for the most part, I can kind of hear it start to rattle a little when it's getting low. I think we might still have a little bit left. She says, like, it's literally going to run out now, isn't it? I said that with so much confidence, and now I am not feeling confident at all. So I'm just pushing the zipper tape out the way to make sure that it's all nice and smooth. And making sure that zipper pull is one out of the way. There we go. And we're all good. Bobbin didn't run out. So we've got a hole at the bottom, need to close that up. But we are nice and neat, and it doesn't look it, but we do have a nice, neat curve. There we go. Nice, neat, smooth. No kinks or bumps. So, I'm just going to trim threads so that they don't get in the way. And I am going to mark our centre. And then where is it? Come on. There we go. I didn't go through all of our layers. There we go. And then I'm just gonna clip that to make sure it all stays together. And clip that. And clip that. And then we're just gonna close up that pocket so that it is all one piece. Bobbin. I'm not too fussed if it runs out on this, because this is just literally a basting stitch across the bottom. There we go. And it did run out. Well done. You are on it. But I won bobbin chicken. I won. Points to me. There we go. I'm gonna pop that in my dish. Oh dear. What I think I'm gonna do is I think I will finish off the exterior and then I might call it, just because I can feel my throat getting worse from talking. Oh dear. So. So, got our pocket done. Now I'm going to bring the two ends together and we're going to make a big loop for the main body of our bag. So, there we go. I'm just going to clip clips, we're trying to make babies. And then I'm just going to stitch along that to close it up. Maybe you should do a mime stream. We can all guess what you mean for interpretive dance. You don't want to see me dancing. I'll get the bird. Oh dear. Right. Let's get that there. I'm just gonna whiz along. Okay. And we now have a cylinder. So we're going to get the base of our bag, and this is the pain in the butt bit. I know I said that about the pocket, but this is also an annoyance. Now, just make sure I trim all my threads, otherwise they will get very annoying. So I'm just gonna mark my quarter points as well as my midpoints. So, because getting this circular base on can be a pain. Right, and then I've just got a bit of Decaville on the bottom, just to give it a nice sturdy base. And we're going to mark midpoints.
It's not a very that you can read this.
Thank you. It's not a beret, but I can't see anything with this hat. As soon as I look down, all I can see is black. But also my bun. It stops it. I need to remember to wear my hat at markets. It's cool. I do like it. I don't think it suits me, but it makes me happy, and that's the main thing. But circle, not circle, and we're going to make it circle. So we are about to do battle. And this is why I think people do the hacks. So there is a hack for this pattern that you do like a slip pocket instead of the rounded zipper pocket, and a boxed bottom. And I say I like a challenge, and then it gets this bit and I'm like, why don't I do the boxed bottom hack every single time? Because I do not enjoy this bit, to put it lightly. But bottom. Box bottoms are so much easier to do than circles. But I prefer the look of this. And ultimately, I would rather be a little bit annoyed for a little bit and prefer the finished product I still have to try the pattern. I've had it for years, but I hardly sew anyone else's patterns much anymore. Yeah, I can see that. But your patterns are so good. I love your patterns. I don't sew enough with them, to be honest. I do need to make some more greedies though. I'm running low. And I've actually been talking to someone about getting in a shop. And so I will have a very limited space. Will you be cosplaying for your next live? Maybe. Maybe. We're talking about RuneScape and everything, and Pokemon and nerds. Could be fun. Yeah, I've been talking about going into a shop, and I have to come up with stock from somewhere in not a massive amount of time. I don't know if I'm going to do it because I just don't know whether people would buy my stuff in a shop. I don't know. I don't know if I'm particularly high street worthy. But the person I'm talking to does say that she does get an alternative crowd in. So I met her at the tattoo convention that I did recently. And she does, now I never know what it's called. It's not taxidermy, but it's like the pinned insects. So I mean, I guess that's the right kind of people. But I'm still just nervous about it because it's a bit of an investment in an unknown. But as I say, I don't have very many markets this year, and so I kind of want to find as many different like streams as I can, and this might be one of them, but we'll see. We'll see what I ultimately decide. So I'm literally just clipping tiny little slits into the bottom. You can't even see, can you? Into the bottom of my bag, just to like spread it that little bit. You never know until you try. Plus it's easier to shop than stand still and try and... Yeah, that's a good point. And yeah, and plus it's marketing, even if they don't buy there and then. If I send a bunch of business cards, like they can always contact me if they want something custom and that. It's just nerve-wracking trying something new. I think that's my biggest... I'm not great at trying new things, but I think ultimately I probably have decided to do it. I just... yeah. So, but the point that I was going to make is that I think the greedy clutch would be, it's a really like quick sew that I could put in there, I think, that doesn't have a huge footprint because I'm going to have limited space. Oh, that bit's thick. There we go. My thumb still isn't completely recovered, so I've not got too much strength. Go for it, we believe in you. Oh, bless you. I love you all. You're all lovely. This is why these streams are just like an ego boost for me. Like, seriously. I love you guys. Alright. These, where are you? Can't even pick them up. Might be good. Yeah. So I'm definitely going to be bringing my coffin wallets because those are like my best sellers. But I want to bring like a variety of things, and I figured the greedy, it's a good one. And then probably like key rings and some little things so that I can have various price points. But yes, there we go. You thought I was clips overkill before. And so I'm just going to squish it all down, and I'm going to do a row at probably like a generous 1/8, and then I'm going to go around a second time at the regular seam allowance just to give myself some wiggle room. Let's get everything out the way. and watch me go completely silent now while I concentrate on doing this. I'm sorry. Entertain yourselves for a while. No. Oh dear. I joke about this, but I probably am actually genuinely gonna go quiet for a minute. Because I know me. Alright, we are gonna put our hand in here just so I can push from the inside out and try very hard not to sew my thumb. Will we see the pokey stick in this live stream? Maybe. No, you shouldn't do. Shouldn't see the pokey stick this live stream. Because in theory, things should turn out relatively smoothly. We're working with quite large spaces. Pop fans. Pop fans is a good idea. I could send pop fans. I need to find a way of displaying them. Like, I still don't think I found the correct way to display them. But that's my favourite side character. We'll see. I might, saying that, when I turn out the top of the bags, we do have some corners. So maybe some items and all. Yeah, I like that idea. I think the pop fans would be a good one. Because, yeah. And they're at a good price point that people can kind of buy them on a whim. So, pop fans got a lot of love at my recent market. I think I shipped 14 of them last week. So, and that was their first outing of the year. So, yeah. I do need to get some more in though, because, yeah, hopefully we'll be selling a few more. Oh, come on. There we go. And now I'm gonna run around a second time at the proper seam allowance now that that's all tacked in place. And just doing my best not to pucker any of the fabric. It takes a little longer and a little more thread, but I just get a much better result by sewing it twice. This pocket is fighting me a little bit. Where it's got so many layers, it is rather stiff, so it doesn't want to tuck out of the way nicely. Sorry, I genuinely joked about going quiet, didn't I? And then I have. At least I'm predictable. I know myself. There we go. And I'm just going to get the pinking shears and run around this circle just so that when we flip it out, it's not trying to all bunch around itself inside. There we go. It's been hidden by the witch's hat. Okay. So, these scissors are not friends with my injured thumb, like at all. They are so awkward to use. I need to get new ones. There we go. We're just gonna take off the seam allowance. Oh. There we go. Don't ask me to help with scissors though. No. No. We do not need Sam's help with scissors. There we go. So we've got our base on. I'll flip it out so you can see what we're doing. We all have those silent moments when sewing. They've spanning me as we speak. I love that the fans are helpful to people. Sorry I'm so late, you're probably nearly done. Yeah, I had a lovely holiday, thank you. We have just finished the exterior. I think we're gonna push. Let's see if we can get the lining done. So this is our rather wrinkly and bashed about exterior. But yeah, and then open it up and we've got our slip pockets. That's good to hear. Hope you had a good break and routine. So yeah, it was an amazing break and mentally I feel so much better. But running around with 2 toddlers, I came back more physically tired and I caught the lurgy. But other than that, it was wonderful. It was lovely. That's cool print. I know, I love it. So it's got florals, but then it's also got I'm in my feral era raccoons. It's perfect. And it's for a friend of mine, and so I just love that it's going. No, not that. I know, every time I see my nieces, I love them. They are the best little things in the world, but they are little germ factories, and every time I see them, like, my immune system is not the best at all, and then it just can't compete with toddlers. But they are too cute, so little germ factories, they really are. And I swear, they've got snotty noses and they're running around, doesn't bother them at all. I get it, and I'm out for a week. But oh well, as long as they're healthy and happy, that is the main thing. So, alright, I'm just leaving a turning hole in our lining. Again, I've forgotten to add turning holes 1,000,001 times, and then sat there with the seam ripper. But we are actually remembering. We're doing well today. We're doing well. I've remembered my zipper pull, I'm remembering my turning hole, I wound bobbins. I'm on it, I'm almost getting professional. So, let's just trim. There we go. So, we got a nice big turning hole in the lining. We are going to mark our center points, and then we're going to do that circle base all over again. But I'm not as worried about the lining. If there's a couple of creases and stuff in the lining, that's not the end of the world. It's just the exterior that I want to make sure is all nice and smooth and aesthetic. Oh, I literally just read floral. Yeah. Oh dear, tell me you got echolalia without telling me you got echolalia. Right, where is... So, second piece, or second base piece. And just gonna mark. So I'm marking like quarter points on this just to make sure that it's nicely distributed. Oh, punch my machine. Oh, it's all dark outside now. At the start of the stream I was saying about how lovely and sunny it was. Yeah. And now we're just going to do it all over again. Okay, you repeat things. Say it with us. Oh dear. Alright. So, lining up back seam. I'm just going to put a couple of clips so it doesn't shift. I'm not going to go around and sew this one twice like I did with the exterior. As I say, I'm not anywhere near as worried about the lining. So we are still going to clip and use 50mm clips on it though, because I may not be perfectionist on the lining, but we still want to do the best we can. So let's get that one in there. And again, I'll do little clips in the main body piece just so that it can kind of curve round nicely. So just in the seam allowance, not into the main body or anything. So you're going to be able to see it better on the darker fabric there. So it just kind of splays around the curves a little nicer. So, and we're just going to go all the way around. See, my brain is just going like a glove. Clip twins, I just added 30 clips to mine right now. It's a must. It really is. I mean, as I say, I probably am a bit excessive with it, but at some point it just becomes a challenge of how many can you get on there. So there we go. And last little bit, and then we'll sew it on. There we go. So again, I'm gonna squish it flat and then music on. Why does it keep crashing out? In fairness, I think that time is because we've been on longer than usual and my playlist is only an hour. So I think that one is my fault. Alright, so just gonna sew our body on to our base. We're nearly done. We're nearly done. So as I say, I'm being a lot less cautious about the lining than I was the main panel. Because it's all going to be hidden. Right, but I am going to open the seam allowance so that sits nice. Done. And pinking shears again, just to take out the bulk of this. There we go. Sorted. And we're gonna scoop all this out the way. That completely missed my bin, so that is all over the floor. And then I'm gonna turn my exterior inside out and make sure everything is nice and straight. And I'm going to take our lining and flip this the right way out. There we go. And we got this nice big hole here, which is where we're going to turn it out. And let's mark the center point on here, just so we know where to line up. And then I'm going to put the lining into the exterior, and we're going to line up this back seam with the back seam of the exterior. I don't know if you heard that, but Sam just shouted like a glove. I was thinking that earlier when I was doing the base, but I didn't let the intrusive thoughts win. And then we're just gonna line up the top all the way around. We're gonna clip it so round, flip it all out, top stitch, done. Like, we are so close to being done. I know I said I was just gonna do the exterior and then I was gonna go, but we're too close now, I can't leave it. So, I did. So, there we go. I'm not going to put the hardware, so the pattern calls for little D-ring tabs which go in the top of these, but I actually use, I think they're 8mm grommets, and I just find that that's A, sleeker, and B, cheaper on the hardware front, and that's my preference. So what I'll do before I turn this out is I'll just stick a little bit of extra stabilizer on these, and once it's all done I'll then just punch a big hole, put the grommet through, and then I can attach the strap connectors directly through that. And I don't know, it's just my preference for it. I heard it. Intrusive thoughts are just thoughts to me. Makes it more unique. I don't even have thoughts. I have anxiety intrusive thoughts, and then I have, whoops, I've already said that, intrusive thoughts. So, and intrusive thoughts that just make me dance around Tesco's. No brain, only soup. Yes. Yeah, that is on my sunflower lanyard, and I wear it with pride. Yep, we're still on a construction stitch, and I'm now just going to sew all the way around the top just to close and attach our lining and main piece together. So I'm just making sure that I don't overrun on these little tabbies. So round we go. So once again, a whole lot of curves, but just going slowly, slow and steady, and we'll get there. And I have hooked a piece of thread from the end. There we go. It just started pulling weirdly and I couldn't work out why. It's because I caught some thread. One more. There we go. I'm also knocking over, I've got a little bottle of hand cream from Joe, and I keep knocking it every time I go to hand crank. So, although it's super exciting, so I'm actually making this bag for Joe, and she sent me some hand cream because we are doing another collaboration together, and this bag is a trade for some hand cream because I'm doing little hand cream holders to go on your keyring, and it's just a little bottle and it will come with Joe's hand cream that is amazing. I've tried it out, I vouch for it. And so yeah, she's going to be making a bunch of those for me, and then I'm going to be printing up all of my prints and stuff, and so that you always have like a little hand cream on you, and it will match with my little lip balm cozies. And I just thought that was super cute. I was originally making them for hand sanitizer, but people don't seem to be wanting hand sanitizer anymore, so I just thought, what's a cute way of making that like self-care and hand cream. And obviously straight away I thought of Jo because I absolutely love her and her products, so she's making that for me, and in exchange I'm making her this bag. So once again, I'm gonna get my pinking shears and just go around these curves so that they all sit nice, and these little top tabbies, because these corners, if you don't trim them down, they will not sit nice at all, and it will all be all bulky and lumpy and not aesthetic. Phew. I can't hold this properly. You can tell I'm getting tired, my hands are working less. But as I say, we're pretty much there, so we're gonna power through. That seam felt a bit thicker, and I suddenly panicked that I was cutting through something I shouldn't. But we're okay. And we're gonna scoop this up and probably end up chucking it on my floor again rather than the bin. Let's actually aim for the bin this time. There we go. So, all cute and zigzag. And I'm just gonna get a couple of little scrap bits of fabric and stick them here. I did cut some already. There they are. And I'm gonna use my favorite thing, tape. Don't accidentally cut it in half. I know, it was scary for a moment. First time I'm using tape this whole live stream. Be proud of me. I couldn't go a live stream without using any tape, could I? So, just gonna put a couple of bits on. And as I say, these are just little offcuts that I'm just using to stabilize when I put the grommets through. And it's easier to attach them now than after I flipped it out and try and it doesn't work. I have forgotten and done that before, but it's easier just to do it now. So, just gonna stick that there, just like that. And we'll do the other side as well. Oh, come on. There we go. And then we'll be ready to flip it. Let's get it positioned right first, shall we? There we go. So, a little bit on that side, a little bit on that side. Now, this is going to be the fun bit, because as I say, the more tired I get, the less my hands cooperate. And now we're going to try and birth it, and that is the thing that I find most difficult. So, wish me luck. And we're just going to stuff it all through that little hole. There we go. Looks great, doesn't it? So, I'm gonna pull it out, and then I prefer to top stitch with the lining side out. So we're gonna get this all pulled out like this, and then I'm gonna tuck the exterior then into the lining. So it's still right side out, but it's inside out, if that makes sense. We are going to get my little pokey stick because we're going to push out those little tabbies, because right now they are hidden inside the bag still. So they are in here. So we're going to try and pull those out as much as possible. And then we are going to get, I don't even know where it is, to be honest. Oh, it's there. Pokey stick. We should name him. Go on then, what do you think we should name him? Poll, we'll vote. So, I'm just going through the hole in the lining again and just gonna poke out the corners just to make them nice and crisp. There you go. So they're all pushed out nice and neat. And that little daffodil, this placement is so cute. Pedro, Senor Pokey. My vote is noodle. Love it. Well, you're gonna have to battle it out amongst yourselves. We'll put a poll up. I don't know how to do that. I'll have to work out how to put up a poll. Pickles says Liv. I like Pickle. Pickle's cute. Right, there we go. All nice and poked out. So I'm gonna use clips, obviously, because that is the theme of this week's sew, isn't it? Just to hold everything nice and flat. And then we're gonna go around and top stitch it and we'll be done. So, what's there? Oh. Liv just says pickle randomly. She's not contributing to naming, just has a real love and a need to shout pickles. Alright, here we go. One more and we'll be done. Alright, so I'm just using that to hold everything nice and flat. We will move unnamed pokey stick out of the way because we don't want him getting caught by the machine. Switch to the top stitching length and we are just going to whiz our way all around here just to keep it all nice, flat, professional. Squishing the bag out the way as needed. I used to be so nervous about squishing my bags and stuff, but then I realised when we turn it out, it's completely back to front, inside out, and everything. It doesn't matter. I can be as rough as I like with it. It will bounce back. So, and just by sewing with the lining side out, I can kind of have it flat and manipulate it and have it so that the exterior is facing up. If I can't vote for noodle, then I'll vote for pickle. I am actually gonna like try and work out how to put a poll up because I think this would be really fun. I don't know if I can on YouTube. I know how to on Instagram. But yes, I will get it up and we will get a name tag for the winner. And I'm just hand cranking to make sure that we get the corners just right. last little bit. Back stitch to make sure it doesn't come undone. Check that our pieces haven't shifted. They haven't. Then for the magic, we'll flip it right side out. I'm just going to put my hand through the turning hole just to make sure that I push it all out nice and neat. And then we're just going to close up the turning hole. I do that, I just pop my thumbs in and pull it and wiggle it, and it should kind of naturally tuck itself in. So just adjust it so that it's all nice and straight, and we'll put a couple of clips to hold it. There we go. And then I'm literally just going to sew along and close up our little turning hole, just so that it's nice and tight. Again, I just squish it out the way. There we go. And then we will tuck our lining inside the bag. There we go. We're done. Water bottle bag. A little bit of a smushed water bottle bag, but a water bottle bag. Sorted. So you've just got big space for your water bottle in there. As I say, it does fit my 20-ounce tumblers with wiggle room. It fits, I think people have said it fits 40-ounce tumblers as well, just not the ones with the handles. I can do adjustments to fit handles if that's needed, but I've also managed to get a 2-litre bottle of Coke into one of these, so it's flexible. But yeah, so then we open up our zipper. Oh, thank you. And then we've got slip pocket and mesh pocket with my brand new branded zipper pulls. It's so cute, and I don't think the camera is actually showing them properly, but I love it. So yeah, as I say, once I've finished, I'm just going to punch some holes and put a couple of grommets so that you can clip the strap onto it. But yeah, it also, and I did make this before the stream, all of my water bottle bags come with a padded shoulder strap, so it's like really squishy, just because water bottles are heavy, and obviously having a strap, it'll dig in. So yes, all of my water bottle bags come with a strap as well. And yeah, we're done. What, we've been 1 hour 40. I'm sorry, I've kept you guys for a while, haven't I? That is longer than my normal live streams. Oh wow, they're so cool. Yeah, so it's the H2O to go from Linds Handmade. As I say, I've been making a bunch of them recently because summer's coming up. The pattern placement on the strap, I fussy cut it. The benefit of printing up the fabric myself is I do have a habit of fussy cutting and like designing it so that things will fit perfectly. So like I did my best to get it centered. It just means that I can adjust the scale and things. My live sews are usually around 4 hours. Don't feel bad. 4 hours? How do you do that? Like, I'm flagging and it's not even 2 hours. I don't think it would be possible for me to go 4 hours. But no, it's been great. Thank you so much. You guys are lovely. I've had a great time. So yeah, I am sorry it's been so long. As I say, I did fully intend to live stream last week, but it's it wasn't going to happen. And I think everyone else knew it wasn't going to happen other than me. My ADHD and chatty people. Yeah. Yes, I mean, honestly, I could probably have done this in, what, an hour 15 maybe? An hour to an hour 15 had I not been chatting and getting distracted. That was a lot to sew in 1 hour 40 to be fair. Thanks, Kit. Oh, thank you. No, I'm glad I caught almost the whole live stream this time though. Yeah, it's been lovely having you. It's great. ADHD for the win. Always, always. ADHD, autism. Best combo. I can hyper focus like nobody else can match my hyper focus. But yeah, no, I will love you and leave you all. Thank you so much. Like, you guys are so lovely. And you're always a massive, massive ego boost. So thank you. I always get so nervous before coming onto these things, and then I get going and you guys come in and start chatting and it just, yeah, all flows away. So thank you. I love you all, and hopefully I'll see you next week if I can get on. That'll be good. See ya. Bye. Bye. Thank you. Bye.